Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm gonna be giving you part 6 of What If Naruto and Sasuke Were Taken by Itachi. Remember to get this one to 200 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto was transported to the Justice League world, and enjoy that guys over on Anime King 2. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, I'll be planning talking about to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So the last part we left off, as the rest of the matches went on, as Naruto defeated Neji, as the rest of the matches Shino and the others went on, as Sasuke then arrived in a sunshine with Kakashi, as he faced off against Gaara, as he ended up wounding Gaara, as Naruto saw feathers start to fall everywhere, Sasuke went to chase after them as Naruto went to connect back with the team, as Kakashi sent them to get Sasuke and defeat the Sand Siblings as they went out there. As that was going on, Hiruzen was facing off against Orochimaru as Itachi came in the village and started to slice and dice the ninjas, as everyone was confused, as he jumped into the fray as Hiruzen sealed away the bodies of the reanimations using his clones as he was about to try and kill Orochimaru, but Itachi arrived and Itachi placed a seal on him to prevent Orochimaru from using any sort of chakra, as Orochimaru felt a seal burning into him as he cried out in pain, as he was rescued though by the Sun 4 who took him and fled after surrounding the place with smoke bombs. As Hiruzen survived because of Itachi, the Envoys didn't take Itachi to custody. After all, he was still a missing of this village. But Itachi had a plan as the Fire Army was coming. Meanwhile, Naruto was clashing against the Shikaku with Gamabunta as he brought Shikaku down by snapping Gaara awake. He then spoke to Gaara as Gaara came to an enlightenment. Much as when Naruto speak to people, he was able to change them with just simple few words. As Gaara told Temari and the others stand down as Temari thanked Naruto for not killing her brother. And with that, they left the village, as Naruto and the others went back. Time passed after that, as Naruto and Sasuke found that Itachi was in the village, as they were surprised to hear that, as he was going to have a trial. Naruto and Sasuke were promoted to Chunin, as Sarutobi revealed everything to Naruto about his heritage, and about the Namikaze manner that he had. Yes, that was behind the Hyuga compound, as Naruto couldn't believe it. But it made him more determined, even if a bit sad, it made him more determined that he work and become strong. After that was over, the trial happened between Itachi. Uchiha had survived the onslaught, the one in the council, as he left the village and didn't return. As they saw him with the Akatsuki, the information that Itachi and Jiraiya managed to pull together. Yes, the Akatsuki was involved, a group that is going after the Bijus, for what purpose they did not know. As Itachi was reinstated as a Konoha ninja, he came home as he was rather nervous, as his mother was there. As he hugged her, she hugged him tight, as she was happy to see her son. Naruto was then called, as Hiruzen was going to retire as he wanted to go and find Tsunade. Jiraiya would not take the job, so Naruto went along with him. It was going to be a month, so he told Sasuke to get stronger so when he returned, he won't kick his ass that easily. As Sasuke simply chuckled at that, as he headed off to find Tsunade. After they were gone, as he went out to search for Tsunade, as Hinata had tagged along as well, as Hiruzen Major went on, as his entire team would have to get strong if they were going to face off against the Akatsuki. As him and Hinata and Jiraiya headed off, leaving the village. As they went to a hotel. As that was going on, two figures arrived at the Leaf Village, as they came for their target. So yeah guys, that was basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across to the place and check it out for yourself. So, what do you say we begin this new episode? After a hard day of training, Sasuke and Itachi went to a nearby tea house. As they wanted to try something different, they weren't ready to head home. On their way there though, they ran to Kakashi. Kakashi, what brings you here? Said Itachi. I was going to meet up with Asuma and Kurenai. We all got back from missions, and thought it'd be good if we hang out tonight. seeing that we have no idea when we'll be able to get back again. You, said Kakashi. Sasuke and I thought that we would try something different. As great as Ichiraku Ramen is, we can't go there all the time, said Itachi. A couple of men were inside sipping tea. Of all the places, one of them muttered. What? Something wrong? This is your favorite tea house, is it not? The other said. Those people outside, they may recognize us. It's time to go. Huh? Sasuke muttered. Something catch your attention, asked Itachi. I could have sworn that table was occupied a second ago. I must be seeing things, said Sasuke. I saw them too, Sasuke. I didn't get a good look at them, but they were wearing cloaks. Black and red. No, it can't be, Itachi said. The two men made their way, as they were both wearing the Akatsuki clothing, with straw hats. The hats had a belt tied to the red string that ring in the breeze. Bring back memories, Osamu. Maybe a couple, Kisame, said Osamu. So what does this brat look like, asked Kisame. Last time I saw him was a puny little blonde who went around causing pranks when he could. I'll admit, a couple were funny. Even funny is the irony. If I had actually killed that brat back then, I wouldn't be here right now. Well then, let's get this kid and get out of here, said Kisame. They continued to walk into the kuna was thrown in their path. Well, looks like we might get to have some fun, said Kisame. Who are you? And what are you doing here, said Itachi. All business as usual, huh, Itachi? I know that voice. Osamu. Osamu removed his hat, and so did Kisame. So you know this guy already, huh, said Kisame. Yes, that Itachi Uchiha. Last time I was here, he was the strongest of the clan. Strongest, huh, said Kisame. Was the strongest. I shouldn't have to tell you who's the strongest now, should I, said Osamu. Right, well, I guess we'll find out. As Osamu then turned his head. Copy Ninja Kakashi of the Sharingan. He thinks he has the power of the Sharingan when really, he's a no one. A washed up ex-envoy who looks after toddlers for a living, said Osamu. This coming from someone who betrayed their village, said Kakashi, as he revealed his Sharingan. Well, at least he's taking it seriously, Osamu said. As he charged after it too. Kisame pulled his blade that grin and charged in. Itachi fought Osamu while Kakashi fought Kisame. Kakashi dodged the swings of Kisame's sword, only to get hit in the leg, as he then felt a shredding pain as he jumped back. What kind of sword is that? Well, you see, my sword doesn't really cut. It shaves, said Kisame. Itachi draws his new katana as he started getting drawn against Osamu. As Osamu had a kuna as he parried Itachi attacks. As the two jumped back and speed through hand signs, as he fired out a massive fireball that collided as it dispersed. I see you haven't lost your talents in old age, said Itachi. If you like that, you love the other tricks I have to show you, Osamu said. Fire style. Grand Fire Serpent. A massive serpent made from flames rushed towards Itachi. Itachi focused his chakra into his katana. Fire release. Sword of fire. As flames ignite on his blade, as he charged forward, as he tear right through the serpent. Just as bothersome as before, huh, Itachi? At that moment, Kurenai and Asuma joined in the battle. Uchiha Osamu, Kurenai shouted. You're assaulting Haine Nakune, and sneered at Asuma. Assault? No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. You see, all we want is to know where Uzumaki Naruto is. Hand him over and we'll leave. No strings attached. If memory serve, your village never really liked him anyway. Now hand him over, we will be glad to take him off your hands, Osamu said. As Kisame had jumped back right beside Osamu. What do you say? It's a hell of a deal. After all, you saw what we did to those other villages, said Kisame. Things aren't the same as you left, Osamu. Naruto is a shinobi of Konoha. We will never hand him over to you, or any other member of the Akatsuki, said Itachi. Oh, so you've heard of us. Kisame, stand back. I'll take care of them, Osamu said. As he closed his eyes, he started opening them. Itachi started to panic. Everyone, quickly, close your eyes. As Itachi activated Sharingan. Oh, come now, Itachi. Do you really think that would work? I was saving this, just for you. As the veins in his right eye started to widen, as Itachi activated his Mangita Sharingan in response. Kuroso, said Osamu. Amaterasu, said Itachi. A cloud of black sand came from Osamu, as black flames ignite from Itachi. As the two attacks cancel each other out, both deadly in their regards. Osamu. How? Said Itachi. At the moment that is none of your concern, Osamu said with a shrug. Both he and Itachi had blood dripping out of their right eyes. I'm afraid that we don't have any time to play with it at the moment though. Kisame, let's go. Come on, no fun, said Kisame. As he sighed. Kisame disappeared in a swirl of water as Osamu disappeared in a swirl of flames. It's okay to open your eyes now. The group noticed a mix of black fire and sand in front of them. The flames burned while the black sand ate away at everything around it. It was like it was devouring everything in sight. But whenever the sand and the flames touched, they destroyed each other. Why did you ask us to... What is that, Itachi? Said Asuma. The Mangekyo Sharingan, the highest level Sharingan, and the most powerful. Itachi closed his eyes as Sharingan disappeared. To give you an idea how powerful the abilities are, I used the single-handedly defeat Orochimaru. I see. I wonder why he left, said Kakashi. Using the ability places a strain on the user. It's something I've been able to get used to over time, but if he tried to activate his, the strain probably be too much for him, said Itachi. I see. So this means they won't be back in the near future, said Kurenai. Most likely. I doubt he won't chance me again, said Itachi. I don't like this. Even I wasn't so bothered, but I just used my technique once. When I just activated, thought Itachi to himself. Outside the village. So why did we leave? I was starting to have fun, said Kisame. As the both of them had their hats on their head. My spy told me our target is not in Konoha. He's in one of the village up ahead. He's tracking him right now, said Osamu. I see. So let's get this brat then, said Kisame. Patience, even if we do manage to get him, we can't do anything with him for 3 years, said Osamu. As the both of them walked the path. Time skip. A week had gone by. For Naruto and Hinata and Jiraiya, as they were moved to another village looking for Tsunade, they had yet to find information on her exact whereabouts. Ero Senin, I thought you said you know exactly where she was, said Naruto. I have a rough idea, not exactly the location. It takes time to find out the exact location, said Jiraiya. Fair enough, I can see why the old man said this would take a month. As they made to another village, Jiraiya got a room for them, as he went out to gather more information. As he told them to rest for a while, they have been training so hard for the past week. Hinata perfected the jutsu that Jiraiya showed her as Naruto finished the second phase of her Rasengan. Not happy, just not doing anything, as Naruto asked her to go to the lake with him, as he also could learn the water jutsu, as they made their way towards it. As they were making their way along the pier, Naruto suddenly stopped. Naruto-kun. As Naruto held on to Hinata's hand. Hinata. Run, he said, as he noticed the two men in the cloak. Too late, said Kisame with a smirk. As Kisame drew his blade, Naruto stepped in front of Hinata and drew his blade as he was knocked back by the attack. As Osamu ran around them, as he appeared behind Hinata before she could escape. Naruto-kun, what's going on? She asked. These two are members of the Akatsuki, an organization of the S-rank criminals. They've been causing problems in hiding Nakuni lately, and they're after me, Naruto explained. My, where did you learn that? Must have been from Itachi. He never really knew how to stay out of everyone's business, said Osamu. So is this the kid, said Kisame? This is the kid, alright. You look just as cocky as ever. That mask though, you really think you're fooling anyone? It is as much as a joke as you are, said Osamu. You're the ones that are a joke. You betrayed your villages, said Naruto, as he backed up towards Hinata as he speed through hand signs. A massive wind sword came around both him and Hinata as he thrust his hands outward. The thing exploded out in a raging wave, blowing the both of them back. Well, not bad. The kid really has some spirit, said Kisame. A spirit that I will disperse, said Osamu. Hinata, I'll take care of Osamu. Can you hold off fish face, said Naruto. We have to hold out until Jiraiya returns. Yes, I can, she said. This will be over before he gets here, said Kisame, and we settled the surprise for him anyway. As Naruto swung towards Osamu and landed. Keep on underestimating me, said as he flipped his blade. Meanwhile, in a bar. Tsunade? You mean one of the sons of Konoha? Asked a woman. Yeah, do you know where I can find her? Said Jiraiya. I might. Tell me, are you Jiraiya of the Sanin? Why indeed I am, Jiraiya said with pride. Well, I've always wanted to meet some of your talents, said the woman. Oh, and what might your name be? Said Jiraiya. Sadayuki, she said. Well, Sadayuki. And what might you be able to tell me about Tsunade? Oh, I know you can find her, but first, you have to do something for me, she said in a rather seductive tone. Jiraiya smiled as she caught off to what she was going, as he followed her to her home. Meanwhile, back at the lake, as Naruto gripped his blade, he was finding it hard time to strike Osamu, as the man kept on jumping away from his guard. Your spree is pretty good. I guess you shouldn't be surprised. You are Akatsuki after all. But you know, I was at least hoping for some challenge to Osamu. And you're really wasting my time here. I think you need to step it up. Kyuubi, I think it's time I borrow some of your powers, said Naruto. About time, kid. Go for it, she said. As Naruto cloak came around him with one tail, as his eyes changed as he activated Sharingan. Osamu was surprised. Naruto shot forward, speeds faster than before as Naruto sliced right where his head was, as the headband got sliced off. As Osamu landed, so, this is the power of the Kyuubi, huh? I was wondering why you were holding back. As he looked at Kunai in his hand and threw it away, as he pulled out the katana. As he dashed forward, metal clashed against metal violently, as they clashed hard. Meanwhile, Hinata was having a hard time with Kisame. She couldn't get close enough to use her gentle fist style. Even when she get close enough, he blocked her with his giant sword. Hossam make you guys so dangerous with your style of fighting. But you're pretty useless to me, said Kisame. Hinata stepped back as she went through hand sign. Water release. Water hydro technique, she said. 3 serpentine rushed towards him as he brought his sword in front of him. As he did not notice the one that dived and exploded into the ground. As his arms are thrown wide open because of the massive blowback. As she rushed towards him and strike him. As Kisame was thrown back, but he flipped and landed towards his feet. As he coughed. As he touched his lips, see blood. Huh, she hit me. He chuckled to himself. Playtime is over, girl. I'm done playing, he said. As he speed through hand sign. As several water sharks came towards her. Hinata created 3 more Hydra as they speed towards the sharks and smashed into them, creating an explosion of water as it blew her back because of the force. Kisame wastes no time as he dashed towards her, as he trapped her in a water prison all around her body. I wonder how long you can breathe in there, he said, the evil smirk across his face. Naruto-kun, she shouted. Meanwhile, Naruto and Osamu were fighting each other as it became a Kenjutsu duel, with the both of them using their Sharingan. Neither one had the upper hand, as Osamu was just smirking the entire time, as Naruto was clashing with him, but they weren't pushing each other so hard, seeing that Osamu was holding back a bit. As Naruto heard Hinata scream, I don't think so, boy. You're mine. Naruto got frustrated as every turn he made for Hinata, Osamu got in his way. Oh my, worried about that girl of yours. Huh. Perhaps you will die before you get there. As Naruto's chakra started to boil around him, as the ground cracked. As he gripped his Zanbedo and leaped forward, Osamu brought his blade, but there was wrong thing to do, as Naruto literally tear right through Osamu's katana. As Osamu leaped back just in time to avoid being split in 2. Damn you, Osamu said. I guess I have to use that technique after all. Osamu quickly changed his eyes to reveal a monkey in the Sharingan. Damn it, Naruto shouted. Demonic, soul stealer, Osamu said, as Naruto did not have enough time to cover his eyes, as he felt his chakra being drained. What the hell? It's easy. I'm taking your chakra into me, you get weaker, I get stronger. Don't worry, it's not gonna kill you. Just weak enough for me to capture you. As for your friend, well, she's gonna die. Damn it, said the Kyuubi. Naruto, perform this summoning jutsu with your left arm. Huh? Why? Just do it with your left arm, said the Kyuubi. Naruto stumbled and made his hand signs. Oh, trying to use ninjutsu. Good luck. You barely have enough chakra to stand, yet alone attack. Summoning jutsu, Naruto said, as he collapsed down, his chakra drained out of him. As a fox appeared. As Osamu looked at the fox, that looked back at him. Lightning release. Lightning fang! As lightning exploded from the fox fur and rushed towards Osamu, ripping through the ground. As Osamu jumped back, but the fox smashed into him with terrible force, as his body was sent sailing as he crashed right into Kisame, blowing away from Hinata. As they got to their feet. What the hell is this, Osamu said. What the hell is going on? You can't handle a goddamn brat on your own, said Kisame. Naruto-kun, Hinata rushed over. It's just the fox and the girl now. Nothing we can't handle. Then let's finish them, okay? Said Kisame. This isn't good. Even I can't fight both of them, the fox thought to himself. As his yellow eyes looked at them. Suddenly in a blur, something appeared behind Kisame, as he was sent sailing, as he crashed to the side after hitting Rasengan. As Osamu turned and flipped back. Jiraiya, he said. You know, a woman wouldn't be so ready to just throw herself at me like that. You should have told him to die down a bit. As Jiraiya threw a tied up man off his shoulder to the ground. Osamu backed away as Kisame slowly got back to his feet. Kisame, let's go. The both of them used Sunshine to escape. As Jiraiya looked over the scene of the battle, the fox smiled that Jiraiya showed up. Jiraiya saw him and Hinata said, Hinata, are you alright? What happened to Naruto? He passed out after being attacked by Osamu. I don't know if he was injured badly or not, said Hinata. Jiraiya checked him over. The boy is fine, he passed out from chakra exhaustion. The fox said, Oh, wait, a talking fox? Jiraiya said in surprise as he looked at the fox. I am one of the 5 elemental foxes, the personal summons of the Kyuubi. We have been your guardians for centuries. I am known as the Akatsuki, the personal summons of the Kyuubi. Didn't think that someone like her would need personal protection, said Jiraiya. Are you so sure? During the Great Ninja Wars, the Bijous were targeted to become weapons. I'm sure you're familiar with the Shikaku, captured by the Sand. Upon hearing about this, she took precautions so she would not be faltered by the same fate. That is why we were, I suppose, born to be one day to say it. She used her chakra to give us our abilities. We're not demons. As she is, any one of us have at least a third of our power. I am puzzled about one thing though. This boy here, he was able to summon me. He should be dead. What? Dead? What do you mean, said Hinata? Are you familiar with the summoning jutsu? I am, said Jiraiya. Indeed, I hear that you're the holder of a toad contract. Gamabunta is the strongest of the toads and require the most chakra to summon, right? Yes. What's your point, said Jiraiya? To summon just one of us require 5 times chakra to summon him. That is why we're the Kyuubi personal summons. She's the only being enough chakra. I am surprised to see this boy here. Tell me, is the Kyuubi imprisoning this boy? The fox asks. Yes. She attacked Konoha and the 4th Hokage sealed her inside Naruto here, said Jiraiya. I see. So that is how he summoned me. If only I could talk to her. I am afraid that is not possible at the moment. Naruto and Kyuubi are linked. When Naruto is worn out, I am afraid she's as well. That's not entirely the truth. A feminine voice said. What? Naruto? Jiraiya said. No. I can control him when he's unconscious though. But the seal make it quite difficult, said the Kyuubi. I see. Can you walk on your own, asked Hinata. No. It is hard enough to speak. As she looked towards the fox, I had no choice. If he dies, I dies. He was in danger and I acted. I figured that much. How did this come to pass, Kyuubi Haim? Asked the fox. Uchiha. He forced me to attack. Therefore the Hokage acted boldly when sealing me in this child. He protected his village and prevented me from being used as a weapon again, said the Kyuubi. Very well, when summoned, I will protect this boy as if he's you. Thank you. Please tell the others, the Kyuubi said. Yes, Kyuubi Haim, as he moved away. As Naruto's body slumped down, as the Kyuubi returned to his depths of subconscious. Foxes, huh? Makes sense, said Jiraiya. Jiraiya-sama, look at Naruto's left arm, said Hinata. That marking is a summoning contract, a tattoo summoning contract. I see. It seems that Naruto will be able to summon him from now on. Seems he has more protection from the Akatsuki. They are very powerful. The chakra from the one from Kira was very enormous. I had never seen such a high amount of chakra before, Hinata said. They are composed of some of the strongest shinobi in the world. They are not to be taken lightly. You should consider yourself lucky of surviving that encounter with them. You did good, Hinata. Let's go. As he picked up Naruto, I found out where Tsunade is. In a field nearby, Osamu and Kisame were walking, as something emerged from the ground. What happened? It was Zetsu. We made contact with the Kyuubi Jinchuriki, Osamu said. He's strong but not dangerous. We can capture him at any time. Then why didn't you? Said Zetsu. Jiraiya, of the sun appeared in front of us. We couldn't just stay there and fight him, said Kisame. I see. Very well. We won't need him for another 3 years. Until then, keep an eye on him, said Zetsu. Could you do us a favor, Osamu said. What, said Zetsu. Dispose of this one, he failed me. As he tossed a bone man over to Zetsu, it was the one that was transformed as a girl, to trick Jiraiya. Ah, still alive, how thoughtful. They're always best when they're fresh. Remember your mission, and keep an eye out for the Yonbai, as he pulled the man underground and vanished. Ah, what a bother, said Osamu, as he and Kisame continued on their way. Time skip, in Konoha. As Sasuke was training with Kakashi, Itachi left on a mission. As the two had just finished their training, Kakashi-sensei, I have a question for you. Oh, what is it? You call your version of the Chidori Lightning Blade. Tell me, what is different about yours? It's a more powerful attack requiring more chakra and more control, said Kakashi. I've also heard that you cut a bolt of lightning with it, said Sasuke. Oh, did you? Well, I've never done such a thing. That would be foolish. If you work on chakra control, you'll be able to use lightning blade. I see. What's the best way to work on chakra control? Inquisitive today, aren't you? Under normal circumstances, I would simply wait until you teach me. But under the threat of the Akatsuki, I heard you and brother ran into two of them the other day. If they're already making a move, I need to become strong and quickly, said Sasuke. Very well, Kakashi said. I was planning on teaching you in a way. Use these, as he pulled out 2 scrolls. These have weight seals inside of them. Use them. Then work on things like tree walking and water walking. The extra weight will force you to use more chakra and increase your reserves. I advise you to start with tree walking, then work your way to water walking after increase your reserve on tree walking. Increase the weight each time and you'll be able to expand your reserves and control. Thank you, Sensei, he says he took the scrolls as he went off. Time skip. What happened? Said Naruto. You used up most of your chakra in that fight. You look to be alive. Considering what happened, said Jiraiya. What do you mean? Said Naruto. Look at your left arm. As Naruto saw the tattoo. That will summon the guardians of the Kyuubi, said Jiraiya. That's right, the Kyuubi told me to use summoning jutsu on my left arm. I guess this is why, said Naruto. Word of warning for you, it takes at least 5 times the amount of chakra to summon one of them. 5 times the amount that you use to summon Gambunta. Keep that in mind if you find yourself in a position to summon one of them, said Jiraiya. Allow me to explain. There are 5 of them, one for each element. The one you summon is the element of lightning. And yours, such as Sasuke, the element of earth. Next is Minimo. She uses water jutsus. Then there's Kadori. She uses the fire element. Last is Fuka. She uses the wind element. Together, they are my personal guardians, the Kyuubi said. But why would someone as powerful as you need guardians? Naruto asked. Shikaku was the first demon to be sealed. I created them to not suffer the same fate as him. Ironic though. It happened. Anyway, they will protect us both now. But the chakra that you need to summon will be something last resort. Because it costs a lot to summon them. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Thank you, said Naruto. Alright, she filled me in, said Naruto. So what happened to the Akatsuki? Oh, they left when I show up. They know better than to mess with someone at my level, said Jiraiya. Is he boasting again, Naruto asked. No, they really did leave when Jiraiya saw my show, said Hinata. Oh, said Naruto. Huh, I'm still stronger than he is, said the Kyuubi. After having their breakfast, they made their way to where Tsunade was last seen. It was a gambling house. Meanwhile, as Tsunade was currently sitting at a table, as she had a suitcase full of money, as she acquired after saving a wealthy man, the people in the place were more than happy to take her money, as they knew her for other nickname, the legendary sucker. However, to her surprise, things went different this time. I won! She won? Shizune said, and Shizune was shocked. What the hell? She won, the owner said as he couldn't believe it. Tsunade threw back her head and started to laugh. Pay up, she said, as she got all the cash that she won, and it was a lot. Tsunade left the place with a big smile on her face. You know, you're rather hard to find. The both of them turned. Shizune, do you know this person? Asked Tsunade because she didn't know who this was. No, she does not. I wouldn't expect you to. I'm here on behalf of someone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kabuto, servant of Orochimaru. Orochimaru, huh? What the hell does he want? Asked Tsunade. I am in need of your services. Tsunade turned as she looked towards the shadows. Get yourself into a mess, did you? I heard about your failed invasion. What the hell do you want? She asked. As he crawled himself out of the corner. He was leaning up against a wall, a weasel. Place a seal on me, he said, as he exposed his torso, showing the seals placed on his body. You're the only one I know with the ability to lift this seal. The Gajin Fun, Tsunade said. You know how to release it, so why the hell do you need me? There was a second seal put in place before it. It was an even number seal, designed to work with this one. It sealed my ability to use my chakra. And why the hell should I help you? You attack our village, even try to kill Sensei, said Tsunade. Well, if you do this for me, I'll do something for you. I'll bring Nawaki, your brother, and Dan, your lover, back to life. I learned a jutsu that can resurrect them. All I need are 2 sacrifices and for you to release the seal, so I can bring them back. So what do you say? How about releasing the seal? Tsunade went in deep thought, as her brother and her lover flashed before her eyes. No, Tsunade-sama, don't. They will try to destroy Konoha again, Shizune whispered. Silence. This is my choice to make and mine alone, said Tsunade. You don't have to decide now. We'll give you a week. That's all the time you have to find the sacrifices, said Kabuto. Remember, Tsunade, I can bring them back. You can be happy again, Sir Orochimaru. I'll be seeing you in a week. And with that, he sank into the shadows as Kabuto vanished on Shunshin. Damn it, I should have known. Whenever I win, it's always a bad sign. Come on, Shizune, I need a drink. Shizune shook her head, as she didn't want her master even considering this. Tsunade stopped. What the hell? You too? What are you doing here? You know, you just missed your snake buddy. Nice to see you too, Tsunade, said Jiraiya. So, she didn't narrowed her eyes. Who are they? Your students? The name is Naruto Uzumaki. I am Hinata Hyuga, genin of Konoha, said Hinata. So, you students are what? Said Tsunade. We're with him on a mission, said Naruto. A mission, huh? So what is it? Get the old man laid. Good luck. If you succeed, you'll probably be credited in completing that S-class mission. She's rather crude, thought Hinata. She's gonna be the next Hokage, Naruto thought to himself. I like her already, said the Kyuubi. You would, said Naruto. I wouldn't need him for that, Jiraiya said. You know I'm irresistible. Well, I don't have a problem resisting you, said Tsunade. Oh, it only works on young, attractive women, said Jiraiya. But Ersenin, she is young and attractive, said Naruto, as he felt Hinata looking at him. but not as attractive as you, he said, as he gave her a smile. Erosenin, huh? The name fits you well, said Tsunade. Naruto, do you remember that me and her was on the same team, right? Yeah, said Naruto. Then, think about it. Wait, really? Huh. Well, it doesn't show at all, said Naruto as he looked her over. As Tsunade smiled at that. So what do you want, she said, as she looked towards Jiraiya. We came here to find you. For what? For you to become the 5th Hokage, said Jiraiya as he got straight to it. Me? Hokage? Huh. Forget it, she said. The position of Hokage is for fools. Only a true naive person will want that idiotic job. Now wait just a minute, my father was a 4th, and he's no fool, said Naruto. He sacrificed himself for the good of the village. I'm proud to be his son and look forward for a day when I finally get strong enough to surpass him, said Naruto. How could you say they are fools? It's recognition. That you are the strongest of the strong. One held in the highest regard. You should be honored for getting that position. Kid, your father was probably the most foolish. Sacrificing himself the way he did. He made his grave and know he's lying in it. I say good riddance. One less fool in the world, said Tsunade. Even your sensei's Hokage nerd says he clenched his fists. Would you call him a fool? Even a greater fool if you ask me. Well then, you, owl, hag, you don't deserve the job, said Naruto. Tsunade glared at him. You want a piece of me, brat? Any day, any time, he said. Tsunade-sama, please calm down. Silence! This brat is getting on my nerves. I'm gonna beat him into a pulp. Come with me, she said. Fine by me, bitch, said Naruto as he followed behind her. As he was angry, this woman had gone too far with her words. Come at me, brat. Only thing I'll use is a finger to defeat you, she said as she raised her finger. Fine by me as he charged forward. But Tsunade slipped past his guard and knocked him with one finger. To his surprise, he was suddenly sailed back as he crashed on the ground. He picked himself up though. Damn, she can fight. My fault for trying to go easy on her, he said, as he speed through hand signs. As he fired off a massive fireball, Tsunade leaped over it as she rushed towards him. As he went through hand signs and blew her back though, with a wind-based attack. Wind and fire. As she realized that he was a bit stronger than she thought. As Naruto created a clone, blades of ear technique, the clone said, as he fired off several small ear blades. Phoenix flower jutsu, said Naruto as he fired off small mini fireballs as they combined the ear blades. As swirling fireballs were going towards Tsunade. Tsunade smashed her face in the ground and reeked up a huge piece of earth which she threw it forward as it connected as smoke and dust filled the area. She burst out of the smoke as she charged towards him. As she hit both him and his clone as they were sailing as they crashed on the ground, dispelling his clone. As she walked over towards him. That is what you get for calling me a hag, you brat. But Naruto started to laugh. What's so funny? Realizing that you're a fool, she said. Nah. You just used more than one finger, said Naruto. As she almost hit him once again, but he let her rush over. Naruto-kun, are you okay? I'm gonna have a headache, said Naruto. But I'm fine, as he got back to his feet. Well, not bad, brat, said Tsunade. I'll admit, you have skills, but you're nowhere near my level. Not yet, said Naruto. What is it with that man, said Tsunade. As she could tell that he was grinning because his side of his face moved up. How do I know that you're not hiding something under there, she said. You don't, said Naruto. Fine, well I don't desire to become Hokage. Why don't you go and do it, she said, as she looked at Jiraiya. I am better at gathering information than anything else. I would be a terrible Hokage. You're the best for a job, said Jiraiya. Information gathering, please. What information have you gathered lately, asked Tsunade. Well, I found you, didn't I? As for other information I stumbled upon. 160 centimeters, said Jiraiya. Huh? What does that mean? Well, as he looked down. The size of your knockers. Jiraiya was sent sailing out of the bar by a punch from Tsunade once he said that. Okay, so maybe he does have a talent for it, said Tsunade. Jiraiya picked himself up as he thought of an idea to get Tsunade to go with him. Alright Tsunade, if you don't want to become Hokage, let's bet on it, said Jiraiya. A bet? What makes you think I'll take the bet? Because you're addicted to gambling, and you will. Fine. What kind of bet, she said. Alright, I bet you that Naruto here can master Rasengan in a week. If I win, you come back and become a Hokage. If we lose, we never bother you. Again, what do you say? A week, huh? She thought to herself. As she smiled. Fine, you have yourself a bet. Naruto started to laugh. Well, I should just start calling you Hokage-sama now, Bachan, he said. Tsunade's eyebrow twitched at the nickname. Yeah right, brat, she said. There is no way in hell that you can do something like that, and yet alone a week. Make sure when you leave, I don't see either of her face ever again, she said, as she walked off. So, Rasengan, said Naruto. What's the third part of learning Rasengan, said Naruto. Jiraiya pulled out the regular balloon, as he held out his other hand as a Rasengan appeared. You need to make one of these inside of a balloon, without popping it, said Jiraiya. I'll do it. I ain't gonna lose a bet to her. Not after what she said Naruto. Good, to help you, I'll give you a little help. Give me your hand. Jiraiya then drew a mark on his hand. What's this, said Naruto. It's a point of focus. Focus your chakra onto this point. You have a week, so get to it, Jiraiya said, as he made his way out of the bar. You'll be able to do it, Naruto-kun. I've always been good with chakra control, so I'll help you out, okay, said Hinata. Thank you, Hinata, said Naruto. As the two got to work right away. On the third day, Naruto started to lose his goddamn mind. Every moment, the balloon just popped on him. Hinata gave him the best advice she could, showing what she had to focus in order to master her style of fighting. As Naruto started to work even harder as he was determined. On the last day though, Hinata and him was smiling, but he then passed out, as she carried him back to the hotel, with a smile on her face, as Jiraiya was out drinking with Tsunade. So you really think that brat is going to win? He'll figure it out. He isn't the brightest person in the world, but he learned quickly, said Jiraiya. But there's something I want to ask you about. Oh, and what is that? Your assistant told me about something. Some sort of deal Orochimaru offered you. So she told you, huh? She just can't see out of my business. Orochimaru almost killed the third. His invasion killed many Konoha ninja. If you attempt to side with him, Tsunade, I'll be forced to kill you, said Jiraiya. There was a dead silence following that statement, as she looked at him, as she poured him some sake. Do you trust my judgment? I really want to, said Jiraiya as he took the sake. Then don't worry about me, she said. She got up to leave. Wait, where are you? Jiraiya, stop. What the hell? I'll make the right choice. You just sleep off that drink. As Jiraiya collapsed down, as Tsunade walked off. The next day. So, what is your decision? Asked Orochimaru, as Tsunade was face to face with him. It will take me a while to find 2 sacrifices, but I'll remove the seal at an act of good faith. For now, she said. Oh, that will do just fine. I can even help you find your sacrifices, Orochimaru said. Tsunade started to go through her hand signs as her hands started to glow, as she then pushed her hand towards him. Kabuto quickly pushed her back. Kabuto, what are you doing? Orochimaru shouted. She have no intention of removing the seal. If she hit you with that, your hearts have been destroyed. Kill you on the spot, said Kabuto. Oh, is that so? So you're betraying me, Tsunade. I won't allow you to carry on your misdeeds again, Orochimaru. And I won't allow you to do anything else, because I'm gonna kill you, she said. Oh, is that so? Kabuto, persuade her. Kabuto rushed in to attack her, but he was unable to land a hit, as he had to quickly dodge as he knew that one of her punches could destroy a wall if it crumbles. Your strength is truly of a Sanin. I'll give you plenty of chances to appreciate my strength, said Tsunade as she swung at him. As she knocked him, he was sent sailing back. As she then rushed towards Orochimaru, but Kabuto got in her way. Not bad, he said as he rolled his neck. That was not beyond my healing though. As Kabuto activated his chakra scalpels, as he attacked Tsunade. Hurts, doesn't it, he said as he leaped back, as Tsunade was slowing down. How, she said. Chakra scalpels. I have learned how to use them in combat, he said. He's pretty good, Tsunade thought, but still not good enough. As she continued to play the part of the wounded animal, as she reached into his guard and smashed her fist into his face, as he was sent sailing and crashed to a wall. She then turned towards Orochimaru. You're next. But Kabuto got to his feet and rushed in front of her, as he flashed his hand towards her. Tsunade saw nothing, but it was something that she didn't expect him to do. Blood. As her face was covered in blood, and her arms, she started to shake. To be one of the top medics in the world, and yet, scared of a little blood, Orochimaru said. Kabuto, persuade her for me, will you? Kabuto knocked her to the ground, as Tsunade was shaking in fear to do anything, as he started to stomp on her. But suddenly, the group arrived with a wounded Jiraiya. Jiraiya, I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see you here. Well, old friend, sorry to surprise you, but it ends here, Jiraiya said, as he tried to hide that he was, well, still, not in the best state because of what Tsunade did. I'll take care of the snake. You 3 protect Tsunade, said Jiraiya. Orochimaru draws his Kusanagi blade, as Shizune attacked Kabuto, as Hinata and Naruto grabbed Tsunade. Bachan, you okay? Said Naruto. As he saw in her haste, he clapped right in front of her face as Tsunade looked at him. I said, you alright, said Naruto. Worry about yourself, she said. Shizune was no match for Kabuto as she was knocked back. Jiraiya then started to slow down rather slowly, making Orochimaru ease to predict his move and knock him away. As Orochimaru noticed something was wrong, Naruto saw Shizune flat on the ground as he pulled his blade. Watch back, he said to Hinata as he rushed over. Naruto swinging his blade as Kabuto jumped back. Why? Are you working for the snake? Naruto shouted. Well, the pay is good. And it's always better to be on the winning side, Kabuto joked. As the both of them started to clash, Hinata wiped the blood of Tsunade as Tsunade got back into the fight. As she jumped in as Jiraiya was losing badly. He was not in a state fight at all. Jiraiya, I told you to stay out of this. I'll handle this. Tsunade, I would rather not kill you, but if you get in my way, it will be bad for you, Orochimaru said. Well, I only need one of you as he looked towards Orochimaru. Do you really think that he will succeed for you? Asked Tsunade. As she rushed and slammed right into him, he launched his tongue and wrapped her up with it as she grabbed it and pulled him forward. As she smashed her heel right into his face as he crashed into the ground. But she grabbed his tongue again and pulled him forward as she pulled her fist back, infusing it with chakra. Orochimaru cut his own tongue and spit blood. As it flashed right on Tsunade, she froze instantly as Orochimaru knocked her to the ground. As he got back to his feet. Know that you're at your end. I want to make one thing clear. I had no intention of reviving your loved ones. Tell them I say hi when you see them in the afterlife. Dan, Noaki, I feel you both. I'm sorry, she thought, as he ran her through with his blade. She stood there, not even move, until she spoke softly. They're not truly dead. Their dreams will live on in me as the fifth Hokage. As she reared her fist back and smashed it in Orochimaru's face as his sword flew out of her. She then slammed her hands together as markings started to appear from her diamond in her forehead as her wounds started to heal. Susu Saisei, Orochimaru shouted as she looked up at him, glaring dangerously. Meanwhile, I'm done playing with you, said Kabuto as he knocked away Naruto's Zanbedo from his hand. As he came straight towards Naruto's temple as he extended his hand forward, but suddenly a swirl formed in Naruto's hand as Naruto's eyes snapped towards him. The both of their eyes met for the brief second. Rasengan, said Naruto. The Rasengan smashed into Kabuto as he was sent sailing as he smashed into a large rock platform. Kabuto struggled to get up. That was different. But nothing I can't. He dropped to his knees as he coughed up blood violently. No, it can't be. Why? I can't heal it all the way. Suddenly, Naruto fell back. At least I got you too, said Kabuto. He didn't rush over as she caught him. As she activated her Byakugan as she saw his heart. Kabuto had severed of the lines to his heart. Kabuto, Orochimaru called out. As Kabuto pushed himself up and made his way over. I trust that you saved enough for it, right? Orochimaru said. Yes, I have enough chocolate for it, master. Do it now. As he wiped the blood down Orochimaru's arm and went through hand sign. As he summoned the giant snake Manda. Orochimaru, you better have 100 sacrifices ready for me, said Manda. Don't worry, I'll give you plenty. All you have to do is just to kill them. Tsunade went through hand sign, summoning jutsu, as the queen of the slugs appeared. I guess I better join as well. Summoning jutsu, said Jiraiya, as it was a small poof. Yo, said Yamakichi, as he freaked out at the sight of Manda. You're on your own, he says, he poofed away. Hinata, as Hinata was already coming over to him, as he saw a frantic look on her face. I need your help, quickly, as he showed her what to do, the same thing that Kabuto did. As Gamabunta was summoned, the three-way battle then started, as Manda tried to slither his way around, but the two of them kept on pounding on him. As Tsunade took Gamabunta's knife and stabbed it right through Manda's head, who cursed violently, as he poofed away in the end. Tsunade wastes no chance as he rushed towards Orochimaru and beat him into a pulp. She wastes no time as she did not give in on him. Kabuto jumped into the fray, seeing his master getting beat back, as he was also smacked away by Tsunade. Orochimaru realized the situation was bleak, as he jumped back, blood leaking from his mouth and his nose. You win this time, but I'll get all of you for this, he said. Kabuto, as the two of them end up vanishing. Tsunade-sama, Naruto's in trouble, Hinata called out, tears in her eyes. Tsunade rushed over towards Naruto. As she checked him over, a worried look came on her face. Don't worry, kid, she said. I won't let you die. A good 10 minutes passed. as Tsunade released a sigh of relief. As Naruto's nose twitched a bit, Hinata released a sigh as well when she saw his eyes flutter open. As Naruto looked around, did we won? He asked. Tsunade released another sigh. I guess you did, kid, she said. I'll also give you this as a bonus prize. As she took off her necklace and wrapped her on his neck. Made me believe again. Believe that's a dream. Work. Fighting for it, she said. Sure thing, Hokage-sama, he said, as he drifted asleep. As Tsunade kissed him on his forehead. You'll make a fine Hokage someday, she said to him, as a smile came in his face even though he was asleep. Time skip. Orochimaru made it back to his hidden mansion, as the Stone 4 was waiting for his return. Lord Orochimaru, did you succeed in your mission? Asked Kitamaro. His response was a kick right in his gut. The other three backed away from their master, knowing it would be unwise to agitate him any further, as Orochimaru threw everything off the decks as it scattered to the ground. Damn you, Tsunade! Jiraiya! He shouted, unbridled rage burning in his eyes. Lord Orochimaru, calm down. We have another plan. This one will succeed. You will finally have the power you desire, said Kabuto. Yes, and then Konoha will burn. You four, he said. I have a mission for you. Yes, Lord Orochimaru, they said. Here's what I need you to do. Go to Konoha and retrieve my next container, Sasuke Uchiha. What will we do if he doesn't come with us willingly? Asked a pale-skinned one. He won't. Kabuto, go get the item. Kabuto made his way towards Orochimaru's lab. Place this item on his seal, then you will follow, no questions asked. Surely you four can handle one ninja, can you not? Yes, Lord Orochimaru, they said. Meanwhile, in Konoha, Tsunade, it's nice to see you again, said Sarutobi. Sensei, you've gotten old, she said. Maybe, he said, but this old man can still put up a fight if need be. But I suppose you're right, it's time for me to rest. But seeing that you're here, are you ready, he said. Well, it took a little convincing and running with a snake. But yes, I'm ready for the job, old man, she said. Very well, Lady Hokage. I suppose this is your office now. So what are you gonna do now, Sensei? She asked. I'm not about to drift out of the ninja world yet. I'll stick around as one of your counselors. I'm sure Homura and Koharu wouldn't mind the company. I never did like those two. Well, at least you'll be there though. So, what kind of village do I have? She asked. A wounded one. We've done much to recover since Orochimaru invasion, but it will take a while to rise our strength to what it was. Most of the reconstruction has been finished. At least we have that. I've been sending all our Jonins on missions, including those in charge of the Genin teams. Very well. I will do my best, she said. She looked towards Shizune. Shizune, you will be stated as a Jonin in the village and help the other Jonins come along with their schedule, she said. Yes, Nana-sama. There's one more thing I need to inform you guys of. Hinata, I have to ask you to leave. You've done well in the completion of the mission. You're dismissed. Yes, Hokage-sama, she said. Just Sarutobi now, he said, a smile. As Hinata smiled and nodded. What I'm about to tell you now is restricted to Jonin level. What about Naruto? Tsunade asked. He and Sasuke Uchiha are the only ones that knew of this with their ranks. There's a group known as the Akatsuki. They have been recently activated in the Line of Fire. We encountered them while going after you, said Naruto. They also came here, presumably to look for you, Naruto, said Sarutobi. What is it that they want? Asked Tsunade. We don't know yet, but they seem to be interested in capturing Naruto. Know that they know he's here. They would like you to return. I see. And who's a part of this group? She asked. They are all S-class criminals. We confirmed the identity of two of the members already. One is Uchiha Osamu, former member of the Uchiha Council. The other one is Kisame, a former member of Kira's Seven Swordsmen, and involved in the coup d'etat several years ago, said Jiraiya. I see. I think that you know everything about this, seeing that they're after you, she said as she looked towards Naruto. Yes, I've been training him so that he can hold his own and defeat them when the time comes for them to confront him again, said Jiraiya. I still need Jiraiya to save me though, said Naruto. What else do we know about them? Asked Tsunade. That's all we've been gathered so far, said Jiraiya. Wait, Osamu was among Gita Sharingan, said Naruto. Among Gita Sharingan? Tsunade asked. As she heard about that, the highest level, said Naruto, of the Sharingan. The only other person I thought had it was Itachi Uchiha, my original sensei. Wait, you were trained by Itachi Uchiha? The one who murdered the members of the Uchiha Council? They attempted to overthrow Konoha. I gave him the order to murder the council. He has since been cleared of guilt, and he is now under for Onvu. Officially, Osamu has been listed as the one who killed the members. I take it this knowledge is also restricted to Jonin rank ninja, said Tsunade. Correct, said Sarutobi. It seems like you handed me more than a title, old man. Explain why I won the last bet, she said. Still gambling, are you? You should know better by now, said Sarutobi. You know, Jiraiya has told me what you have been doing. As he looked towards Jiraiya nervously. I only used it to peep in the hot spring once. Only because he asked me to, said Sarutobi, and he kept on bugging me. What? You weren't there, so what's your problem, said Jiraiya? As Tsunade punched him over the head. As Naruto started to laugh. Well, if that's everything, you're dismissed. Try and get some rest, Naruto. I'll sort through everything, and try and get you on your team submissions. Yes, Hokage-sama, he said. As he left. No, he's nice to me. See you, Bachan, said Naruto. As Tsunade grumbled. Time skip. As Naruto phoned Sasuke, training with Sakura and Kiba. Hey guys, said Naruto. Sasuke was hanging upside down from a tree. Ah, Naruto, I see you're back. How was the mission? Hell, said Naruto. That's probably the best way to sum it up. We have a new Hokage though. I see. What's he like, said Sasuke. She. As she one of his Sanin, Tsunade, legendary medic, said Naruto. A lady Hokage? You owe me 20 bucks, Kiba. Sakura shouted. Damn it, said Kiba. They better engender for the next Hokage, Naruto asked. Yeah, Sakura had a feeling that we were going to have a first lady Hokage. And Kiba refused to believe that. Shikamaru put in on that bet as well, if I recall. He did, but he's giving his pay to Ino, said Sakura. You got Ino in on this. Well, I'm impressed, Sasuke said. I even got into a fight with her. And she kicked my ass, said Naruto. Oh, I like her already, said Sakura. How good is she? Asked Sasuke. She could probably take us all on, said Naruto. I see. Well, I'm itching to test my training progress. Up for a little match, asked Sasuke. Of course, said Naruto. After all, I need to win a match after losing to her. This should be good, Kiba said. Kick his ass, Naruto. He has been training the hell out of us, he thought to himself. This should be interesting, said Sakura, as they marched off to a practice ring. As Sakura decided to referee the match. Alright, you guys ready? Yes, the both of them said. Begin, she said. As the both of them charged toward the practice blades, as they slam it together but they break under the force. What the hell? The both of them said. As they throw away the broken weapons. So what do we do now? Let's use clones, so we can go all out, said Sasuke. As the both of them create clones and jump back. The clones draw their weapons and start to clash violently. Now you can see that I'm much better than you, said Naruto, when my clone whip your ass. You dream, said Sasuke. As they start to clash in the middle, the clones speed through and fire off a massive wind technique. Sasuke clone leap out of the west ground was torn open. As the both of them activate their Sharingan and start to clash. They give the clone more than enough chakra so they won't dispel that easily. As both of them hold their ground. Not bad, Naruto. Looks like you have been working hard, said Sasuke. Oh, you like next part, said Naruto. The clone went through hands and surrounded the Sasuke clone in a bunch of ice mirrors. That trick, huh? I know its weakness, said Sasuke, as he threw a kunai at the top mirror, hoping to shatter it, but it had no effect. Oh, I perfected it. As the clone started to throw shurikens and kunais at him, Sasuke smashed, he dodged and evaded all of them. Sasuke clone melt into the ground as he appeared outside the dome of ice mirrors. As Sasuke speed through hand sign, as his hands started to crack with lightning. Chidori, said Naruto. But Naruto started to see differences. The chakra was more blue, and the sound was a bit different. Not exactly, said Sasuke, as the clone's mirror melted away as he created a Rasengan. What's that? Said Sasuke. The Rasengan. A jutsu from my father. The two clones stare each other down as they leap forward. Rasengan, lightning blade. As they clashed violently as the thing exploded. Everyone had to close their eyes from the impact. When everything died down, the ring was empty. What happened? Sakura asked. Are they hiding? Asked Kiba. As Naruto and Sasuke start to laugh. What's so funny? It's a jaw, said Naruto. Why is that funny? Asked Kiba. The irony. Even though we haven't trained together in a long time, it seems we're still at the same level as each other, said Sasuke. Yeah, I thought for sure that beat you with my Rasengan. Too bad I don't have affinity for lightning jutsus. The lightning blade your sensei came up with is quite the jutsu. It is usually used for assassination. This is the first time I've seen you use in a spar, said a voice. You know, I was about to jump in and stop you too, said Kakashi as he appeared. I thought you two were trying to kill each other or something. Never knew you fight with clone like that. Yeah, we tried to use practice weapons, but we end up breaking them. Besides, it's more fun this way. We can go all out and not have to worry about killing one another, said Naruto. Hey, Kakashi-sensei, do you know if Kurona-sensei is in the village? Naruto asked. Sir Naruto, I think she's out on a mission right now, said Kakashi. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll have to catch up with her later, said Naruto. Shino is back from his mission. At least you have your team. You're a chunin, So you don't have to have Kurona Sensei all the time around, said Kiba. Yeah, well that's true. How about we all go stop by eat ramen tonight, said Sasuke. Sounds like a good idea. I'll grab Shino and Hinata. As they parted ways. As everything was going smoothly, and everyone was enjoying their time. Figures were coming towards the village. But guys, be any steps are right here. For the next part, we starting to do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Transported to the Justice League World. And enjoy that, guys, over on Anime King 2. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace, guys.